interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to Seaworld's Orca Encounter. We're so honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter gives you a greater appreciation for this magnificent species and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder, and Ulises and Keet are going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are in the white eye patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located just in front, camouflage from grasping prey. The fin on their back is called a dorsal fin, and it helps regulate the killer whale's body temperature. There's no skeletal support such as bone or muscle, so sometimes the tissue in the dorsal fin can bend. on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers, and they are mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 moving tips in them, just like the human hands. The lobes on either side of the tail are called tail flukes, and they're a part of the killer whale's engine, propelling them up to speeds of about 30 miles per hour. They swim the fastest, and they use the most power when propelling up to 10,000-pound bodies out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at Seaworld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at Seaworld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They use pectoral slaps to show dominance and to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pet slap to get her calf's attention. If they really want to be heard, they preach. Sky hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt.
To rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate, to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal. In this example, we see the larger male orca surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Killer whales spend a lot of time interacting and showing off their playful side.
Shouka.
Every single whale gets weighed once a week to make sure that our youngsters like Amaya are continuing to grow and to make sure our adult whales like Kalia right here are maintaining a healthy weight. They will even allow us to collect a breath sample from their blowhole. Now all these behaviors are only possible because of the relationship we develop with the whales day after day right here at Seaworld. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my honor and privilege to introduce you to 3 of our 10 killer whales that live right here at Seaworld San Diego. This is Kalia, Amaya, and Shouka. Now, Kalia is actually the mother of Amaya. She's almost 16 years old, and Amaya is going to be 6 in December. And Shouka is actually a 28-year-old female. All 3 of these whales, along with the rest, have participated in several research projects that have helped conserve their wild counterparts. We encourage the whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play keep them all in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.